Alright, so let's take a look of example 9. In this example, we will read a tree that's written by a struct keyword here. Although it's not really recommended you use struct the way the struct to write out the matrix, sorry, write out a tree here. But if you really want to know how to write it, here is the tutorial. In this tutorial, in this example here, I think this is the most difficult one to get read in the data here by the struct method here. So let's start it. So I open a file with the example for the root here, and there is a tree called T. I use the get object method to appoint this T inside this root file to my pointer here. So this is pretty similar from previous examples here. So in order to get the structure, I have to declare structure or to let the program know my structure first. But before that, we get a very quick review about writing setup here. In the writing of the struct way, you have basically two methods. One is that to treat every element within the struct, like I have a struct called a particle struct, and I declare a variable as particle means strange particle will have that kind of structure here. You treat every element with inside the struct have one kind of branch here. So it's pretty similar to have one branch, one variable. So here is a flow data type. So it's a flow here. You specify the name is the name of the lead is P energy, and you write out this way. And this is uh, the array. So it have a fixed size with 3, and it's a flow data type here. This way of write out will be exactly the same as example 6. So there is no difference between the retreat way. But if you write in this one, alright, so you use a branch, you call this branch called the particle info branch, and within a single branch, you have a structure variable, and you have 3 leaves. One is, sorry, 4 leaves. One is the energy called E and the POS with 3 elements with it. So this, if you write in this way, it will be a little bit difficult here. Alright, so first I would like to discuss the difficult way here. So the easy way would be exactly the same as previous one. So it's not really difficult. So let's go inside this one here. So as I mentioned, you need to let program know the structure you want to read in. So here I just copy the structure definition from the code I set up for writing out the tree. So I just copy it and paste it. Okay, cool. So then I declare a variable with leg structure in order to retrieve it. Alright. Alright, then I would like to link this variable to that branch in order to get all the information, all the data within. So in this case, I try to set branch address, but it doesn't work very well. So alternatively, I try the option 2 for the structure, a method to write out. So it's a 2 steps a method. So instead of using the T tree method called set a branch address, you use a new class called T branch class. Alright. So the first thing you need to do is set out a pointer point to a T branch. That I call is the TB. That means a branch. Um, okay. So the branch I will set up for the particle info branch. So that branch within my the tree called T here. So I use the get branch method to return where's the memory of that branch. Okay, so I want particle info, this whole thing here. Alright, so again, so the first one is I set a branch by uh, by a class. That's the method in the tree here. Okay, so this is a little bit difficult here. Alright, so this part is enter. Okay, where is there I typed something wrong here? Okay, maybe, well, oh, I have two parentheses. Okay, alright, I see. Alright, so here is the mistake here. You have two, so that it will complain. Okay, so the thing is you set up branch with this guy. Alright, so now your branch can point to the branch inside the T tree. Now you have to set the branch to the address of this guy here, because we want to retrieve the data. So we want to know where is the address to set to save the variable here. So you call TP here. There is a method in the T branch called the set address. Alright, so you type in the address as particle. Alright, that would be offset. Alright, so this is a little bit hard because it's quite different from previous way. You just simply type set branch address and everything was set up. So this is just two steps, but involved in two different class. One, this class is the T branch class, and T is from the T tree class. Okay, so there will be a kind of interaction, interplay with it. Um, so so the strategy is one, avoid use struct, or two, get familiar with the syntax here. So now you successful link the this variable as particle to the data within the tree. So we can use the get entry, let's say the first entry to see what happened, then see out the use this command. We got the 11, 7.7, 2.2, 3.3. It stands for energy, position 0, position 1, position 2 here. So let's see what will happen here. Yes, you see the first entries is come from the data here. So if we try to set 1, that prints out again. You see, it's very good. It's got there. This is second data here. So only difficult part is this two line here. The concept of logic is a little bit different. First, you set up a T branch pointer to point the branch here. Then you link the branch with the as particle, the structure here, the variable address here. That variable has the structure with this and can retrieve or have exactly the same structure of that guy here. Okay, so this is the essential of, of retrieving the data from the tree that's written by a struct here. Alright, so I think you get an idea. I will stop here. Thank you. Alright, so let's go to the final example, example 10 here. Here we read in an object from the particle class, this class here. So actually this example is very easy. Sometimes you will find the class maybe take time to develop, but actually turn out it's very easy to work with here. So let's just take a very quick review of what we have set up previously in this class here. So the example find that root is a tree created here by here is called T here. So this tree is written by the class with this class here, and this class is particle class here. So this line tell you I load in the class definition, then according to this class I create a pointer, can point to the particle class, and I write out the class using the branch method, and I call this branch called particle info, and according to the class setup here, and by the variable s particle, you can say that's a string particle address here. So this is essentially we have, and we then put some data in and fill it. So nice thing when you write out the object, you don't need to specify the the leaf name or what the type of leaf or the size of the leaf. You just automatically set up for you according to the definition here in your variable here. So let's go back to the example 10. Now we first of all we need to load in the class definition because in our example 5 root we need to use it. So go to load it. Alright, successfully loaded. Now we open this example 5.root, and there's a tree called T. Then I use the T file method get object to assign the tree in the memory to my pointer here, just as usually I do. Okay, so let just preview just very quickly to see it. So it already has some. This is from a T object, so you don't need to care about that. So this is the automatically set up for you. This is the position, energy with the type and range of it. So this set up for a class. You don't set up anything here. Okay. So in order to uh, in order to receive that information, you also need a class from the particle class that you write out. You use that to write out. So again, the line will be the same, exactly the same line I create here, and I use this guy at that time to write out, and I use this command again at that time to retrieve the data. So I go on, copy and paste it. Now to link is super simple. Again, when you write out, you have two options: a branch name and the address of that pointer. That means a pointer that can point to a class, particle class here. So you just put ampersand of this pointer. Remember, you have to use pointer, otherwise the programmer, the root would make complaint. Okay, so here is the same. When you want to read, you set branch address. The first one is branch name. The second is the address of the pointer. Exactly the same as the setup for the a branch method. You just change it to set branch address. All right. So you copy this line and paste it. Now you're done. Everything is set. So now I can get an entry and see what happens. So now I have the pointer as particle, and I have some function, public function, some public getter. inside. Like get energy is will return the energy with that entries here, and I can have get position. It will return array like 1 0 1 2 will be x y z here, just like I set up the getter here. The get energy, get position. Alright. So let's see what happens. So I just copy this part and paste it. So you see this is energy is 11, then 1.1, 2.2, 3.3. That will be identical to the setup here. Energy 11, position 1.1 for S, 2.2 for Y, 3.3 for Z here. So just try more. We use the second entry with index 1. Let's do the same thing again. You see, it's 99, 191, 291, 391, because we write out by here. So you got an idea. I think you quite understand what's going on. So when you write up the object, is pretty simple. The first thing you need to know, what is the branch name, what is the class. You write out here and make a pointer of that class. Then you link it by this pointer address, and you can manipulate by that pointer address here. Sorry, by that pointer, you just do what you want. All right. So I think this is a tutorial for the read out tree here. I hope it can help you to get more understanding of the root. Thank you very much. I will stop here.